In a controversial podcast that held recently, a former Dunamis International Gospel Center pastor, Abraham Daniel, has alleged that the miracles performed by Pastor Paul Enenche, the senior pastor of the Dunamis International Gospel Center, are not genuine.
These miracles, are they true? I tell you, capital no.
In an interview with K-Truth, the former Pastor Daniel disclosed his reasons for leaving the church, citing frustration over what he described as the church's flawed approach to healing and deliverance. He said after every healing and deliverance service, they often have more people seeking healing than those who initially attended for it. He likened the atmosphere during the service as a high-pressure situation, comparing it to chaos of a stadium crowd reacting to the presence of a dangerous animal. When people see crowd, they do the unthinkable. It's like hearing there's a lion nearby. Even a crippled might jump the fence. He further went ahead to explain that the massive crowd at Dunamis services often compel people to act out of desperation. In his own words, he said, "I will tell you that the healing is capital no. It is with due respect to him and to Dunamis Church. I have nothing to lose or gain. The miracles are not real. They don't happen." Let me give you an instance. One major reason why I left is the frustration I had. After healing and deliverance service, we have more people that need healing than people that came for healing. I don't know whether you got me. He went ahead to state that the healing service, you see people still want to see Daddy for prayers. People are frustrated. You could see frustration. And as a pastor, because when Daddy has gone, the wahala now is left for us because they have to meet us. "Oh, Pastor, please, I need to see Daddy. I brought this person. I brought that person." And I'm like, "Oh, where do I start from?" Like, you could see pains. He also went ahead to say that when you are on stage, it is different from reality. When you are in a crowded atmosphere, charged with, disco lights, bang bang, or the music is slow, your emotion is being tapped into. It's a different ballgame when the lights are off and you are faced with the reality. That is what I call environmental influence. For instance, if you are aware of Burna Boy or Davido or Michael Jackson doing an event, and maybe you had malaria or maybe headache, you could not feel the pains of the headache or malaria because you would be dancing. You won't even remember you had headache. But when everyone has gone, that is when the reality comes in. Or maybe you are in a stadium and they say a tiger is here. If you are not careful, a cripple will jump the fence. People will do the unthinkable. Now that is what I call environmental influence. In a recent and controversial development, it was reported that the Force Intelligence Department of the Nigerian Police arrested Alex Enenche, the younger brother of Pastor Paul Enenche, and the said Abraham Daniel, a former pastor at Dunamis Church who actually went on podcast to defame the church. Alex Enenche and Daniel were arrested and detained on January 7, 2025, but were released the following day